Fala pessoal, aqui é o Bruno Garcia do canal Trompete Flix e hoje estamos aqui com o Lindemann no Jazz Trompete Festival e a gente estava discutindo um pouquinho sobre os bocais de acrílico, bocais de plástico, bocais de outros materiais que não são de metais. E ele tem muitas coisas para falar sobre isso. Então, it's up to you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me to talk to you about a new material I've been using for my trumpet mouthpieces. I've had a traditional career. My entire life I've played metal mouthpieces, traditional metal mouthpieces, whether silver-plated or gold-plated. In recent years, and having done many master classes around the world, although it's very rare, occasionally you find people that are allergic to traditional metals, which is, just a little aside, for those of you playing raw brass mouthpieces, stop, please don't. They're the most dangerous kind of mouthpiece to play because the raw brass can literally, if you get a cut or some kind of an infection, it can cause major, major problems. So please, if you're playing a metal mouthpiece and it's raw brass, get it plated, either in silver or in gold, or if there's pitting where the silver is starting to wear out and you start to see the raw brass underneath, please get that replated. It's a very important health advice. But now let me tell you about the mouthpieces I have been playing on the last several years. I called the gentleman that makes my mouthpieces, Peter Pickett, and I explained that I would like to have an alternative to students in particular that could be allergic to metals. And he introduced me to a very long, fancy word called polymethylmetacrylate. It's a big word and it makes you sound very smart. But it's really just the scientific term for plexiglass. Plexiglass is a very, very hard material. Unlike plastic mouthpieces, which we often see, certainly in America, in marching bands or when people have to play outside in cold weather, they'll often use a plastic mouthpiece, which makes a lot of sense. Polymethylmetacrylate, or plexiglass, has the same effect in that it's a very, very warm feeling material on the face, but the big difference is that the polymethyl is a very, very hard material, which actually allows a transfer of energy. The buzz that we create, especially when having to play at large volumes, at high volumes, it transfers that energy very, very well and acts very, very similarly to a traditional metal mouthpiece. But most importantly, it just feels nice on my face. So what was interesting is that the experiment began to try to help out students that have allergies. But when we started trying these, I liked the feeling on my face so much that I said, I'm switching. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to end my career, hopefully a long time from now, playing these mouthpieces. I'm never going back to metal. That doesn't mean you have to switch necessarily, but it does mean that this was such an interesting experiment for me that I have had tremendous joy, not only practicing and playing, but experimenting with tops and with different bottoms. And many mouthpiece makers do this kind of a combination, but this is a particularly enjoyable experiment for me. And I think anything you can do on the trumpet to make it more fun to practice or play is a good thing. So I have enjoyed this journey, and as I said, I've been doing it for 3 years now, and all of my mouthpieces are made of this very material.